Hello, this is Artisan Loom here, and I'm going to attempt to do this tutorial for Amscom. Okay, this is the first time I've done anything for her. This is a 12-pin bar wide design. I really don't do a lot of 12-pin bars. Usually it's 9, tops 10, but I told her I would do this one. I do believe she's calling this the Jigsaw puzzle, or no, excuse me, the Jigsaw. And so, but this is her profile. Well, no, it's not. Duh. I forgot I took a picture of it. I was going to show you what her profile looked like. So let me pull it up real quick. Okay. So this is her profile. So if you want to give her a follow, she's got another nice little design that's getting ready to get released as well. And so there's a lot of cuff designs. So if you want to give her a follow, that would be really awesome. Okay, so anyhow, this is a 12-pin bar setup. Now I can hardly fit this on my screen, but 12-pin bars all the way across the same configuration, all the way down to full loom lengths long. So 12-pin bars across for a total of 24 pin bars. Okay, so that's what you're going to need. So I'll try to zoom back and forth so that you can I can get everything on camera. Okay, so go ahead and pick your colors, and we will go ahead and get started. I just wanted to let you know that the inspiration for this design and a lot of Amscom designs is Nix Haley 22. I know that if you take away the pattern, which is an awesome pattern, then the design can resemble some other stitches that were used in some of Nix Haley 22's designs, like her nest bracelet and the center starburst. Are kind of like Jojo Koo in his royal jewels bracelet. So, you know, she is inspired by the different cuff loomers, especially Nix Haley 22, and I wanted to go ahead and mention that. Now, also Loomy Pippi does a lot of the patterns as well on the side, and so it's not exact the same, but it is kind of within the same realm of Aztec patterns that Loomy Pippi does as well. So, but you know, it's a lovely design, and hopefully you'll enjoy doing it. So she's giving credit to all the cuff loomers out there who inspired her with this design. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. So for my border color, I'm going to be using this Ellie Bronze. Not the glitzy bronze, but the Ellie Bronze. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to start in the center, which I believe is right here. I think. Is that the center? I think so. And then we're just going to follow it over to the border. And I'm going to go one up. Do the same thing over here. I've got a little bit of a lip. If you ever have that, where you have a little bit of lip of they didn't get cut clean, you just grab it and just pull, and it just comes right off. Get it between your nail and pull. And then it comes right off. So you don't have to waste it. And then go, oops, does this one have one? Nope. You go one up. Okay, what I'm going to do is I beaded the bands. I beaded 24 of these with a 6OC bead in gold. And I'm going to do every other one. Okay, so we did a plain band. Now we'll do a beaded band. A plain. And I'll do a beaded. And then a plain. And we're going to alternate plain beaded all the way down to the very end of the loom, and you'll do the same thing that you did on this side over here in the same exact spot. Okay, and I do believe, and I'm hoping, what you might want to do is go to the end of this tutorial first, because I'm making this at the same time you're going to make it, and you might want to see what it's going to look like before you actually get started with making it, because I made a bracelet for Loomy Pippi that I did her Wings of Courage, and I made it the exact 2 full loom lengths, and it was real band heavy, so I assumed it was going to be super tight and shrink up, but it didn't, and I had this big long bracelet, so it just kind of doesn't fit right on me at all. It's like 2 inches too big. So just for your information, you might want to go ahead and zoom past to see, and I'm going to show you at the end how big it actually turns out. So you might want to do that and then decide where you want to stop. But I'm going to take it exactly how she's showing me how to do it to the very end of the loom. So just take it all the way up and then to the center, and when you get to the center, leave this middle one free. Okay? Okay. So I'm done with the border. Now I'm going to work on, and I'm going to use the same color for the pattern on the sides. Okay? So basically on the second pin bar, I'm going to have to go through all this with you, probably to the end, or at least till we get a good pattern going. 2 to the right, 1 up to the center, or 1 up, 1 to the center, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up, 1 towards the left. Probably 1 more. Yeah, 1 more to the left. Okay, that's probably the pattern that's going to be on the sides. Okay. And then we'll do one on this side, which will come to the left twice. Okay. And then we'll go up 1 and to the left 1, up 1, to the right, up 1, and over 2. Okay, so that's the pattern on the left, that's the pattern on the right. Okay. And we're going to do that exact same thing all the way up the loom. So we're going to do this pattern here. Okay, when that ends, we're going to go up to the next one and start our next little pattern. So 2 to the right, we'll just follow the exact same thing we do up here. Okay. Okay, so this all the way up the loom. All you do is go up to the next pin bar and start your pattern again. Go up to the next pin bar, start your pattern again. Do the same on this way. Just start right here and do your pattern, and then skip 1, or go up to the next one and then do your pattern. So do that the entire way up the loom. So I've got it done. So this is what it looks like the entire way up. And that's how it ends on both sides. Okay. So now we're going to finish with the center pattern, which is, I do believe, these patterns going up the center. And I'm going to use the Ellie Bronze for where she has the black, and where she has the white, I'm going to use black. Or maybe I should, I'm trying to think if I should use the same. Yeah, okay. So basically, okay, so I'm going to use the Burgundy Bronze LE again. And what we're going to do is, let me see where we're going to be here. we're going to start here on this peg, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th peg. Okay, and we're going to go up twice, over 1, up 1, up, over. Okay, then we're going to start on the other side. So we're going to skip to 2. So skip 2, and on this third one right here, we're going to go up twice, over 1, and over. Okay, and that's what that's going to look like. Okay, then we're going to go with our next color, which I told you I was going to use the jet black cylindric. Okay, and on the side here where this ends, we're going to go up 1. Let me see how many times we're going to go up. Okay, we're going to go up twice, and then we're going to go to the right twice. Okay, and we'll stop there, and we're going to connect it back here. So we'll go here, go up twice, and in 1. Okay, pretty simple. And then we're going to go back to our Ellie bronze. Okay, and we're going to go up twice. We're going to do this same pattern again. Okay, that we did right here. We're going to do that again starting right here. Up 2, to the right 1, up 1, over 1. Okay, then we're going to start here and go up 1, or up 2, excuse me, over 1, and up 1. So that's the pattern for all the bronze ones. Okay, and then, yeah, that's what we do there. And then we start with the black again, and we do the same exact black pattern here. So it connects right here, and we'll go up twice. This is the last one I'm going to show you, then you can rewind. Go up twice, hold on, and then go in twice. Start back over here, and go up twice and in 1. Okay, and then we start back with this pattern right here. So I'm going to go off camera, and I want you to finish that pattern going all the way down, please. Okay, so this is what it should look like going all the way up in the center. Now my black band stopped here, and so I took a bronze and brought one up on each side. That way it connects to the border. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to make X's going up the sides. So underneath all this pattern, see how she's got different rows of different similar colors, making it kind of rainbowy? Well, I'm going to try to make each one a solid color in between, and then in between each one of the black patterns I'm going to try to do another color. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. Now I've got to pick my colors of what I would like to do. So I've also got, here are my colors that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a gray sweets, metallic gold, and Persian gold. Okay, this one's going to be really rich. So now I just got to figure out where I want the Persians. Do I want the Persians in between each one of these, or in between here and have these? So I'm going to go off camera and decide what I'm going to do, and I'll be back and we can get started. And I'm going to pick the right color to do what. So what I'm deciding to do is do a different color in between a stagger them. So I'm going to do a Persian black, and then do a gray sweets, Persian black gray sweets. And then in the center I will probably, or actually what's surrounding here, I'll probably do in the metallic gold. And then in between each one of these I will probably bring back the Persians. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So we'll start off with a Persian gray. Okay, we'll do Persian first. And all we're going to do, actually, since I'm doing this part, you can do the same color like she did all the way up. She did different rows of color all the way up. You can do that, no problem. I'm going to do mine a little different. And so all we're doing is X's going up. So you choose how you want to put the X's and what color. I'm going to do, since this part in here is my... going to be my metallic gold, I'm going to go ahead and do the first X is going to be metallic gold. Okay, then since I want the inside of this little pattern to be my Persian, I'm going to do an X for the Persians, or in the pattern. Okay, and we're going to just do this all the way up the loom. So I'll just show you. The only bad thing is I love these bands, but I wish they weren't as sticky. But I would much rather have the thicker, stickier bands than the 600 count, unless they're silicone. Okay, so those three will be inside this pattern. So now I know that this is going in between again, and I'm going to go back to my metallic gold. Sorry, couldn't think of what it was called. Okay, now we're back in the center of the pattern. I guess one way to liken this is that these little pattern things kind of look like asteroids from the game Asteroids. Okay, so after that, this is in between again, so I'm going to go with my metallic. And I'm going to do that the entire way up the loom right here, okay? Actually, you can do the same thing on this side, all the way down, the exact same way. Whatever your is going to be in the center will be right here. Whatever's going to be the middle of your pattern will be here, and then the outlining be right here, then the center of the pattern, whatever color you choose to do. I'm going to do this mirror image from here, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me check on it. I probably should find out whether, hold on, let me get there, what this is going to entail, because I'm not sure if we're doing it like the banding switch, oh my gosh, the banding stitch by Fruity Loomy, the one that Nyx Haley 22 has gotten permission from to use that stitch from Fruity Loomy for her bear bracelet and her owl bracelet and some of her other ones that she's used. Okay, so I'm going to check and see if how the direction of the X on the right hand side. Okay, so from here on this side we went from right to left, or from left to right and then right to left, all the way up. Okay, this side we're just going to switch it over, and I'll just show you one. So we're going to go in this direction, from right to left, left to right. Okay, switch over to my Persian. And that will make it the mirror image on this side, okay? So at this point, I'm going to switch over to my gold now. Just bear in mind you're going the opposite direction on this side. So we're going to do that all the way down the loom. I did that all the way down the loom. Okay, so you're going to do the exact same thing. And I'm going to, like I said, follow the color scheme however you want. If you're doing a solid color up each row, that's fine. But what you're going to do is you're going to do this row, this row, this row, and this row. You're going to just do these 4 rows going from left to right, right to left, okay, in whatever colors that you're choosing to do yours in. Like I said, I'm doing the gold for all the surrounding parts, and I'm doing the black Persians for the pattern areas. And I'm going to do 4 rows, all X's, going all the way up. This side, we're going to do the same thing, except for we're going to work from right to left, left to right, and we're going to do X's going all the way up the same exact way till you get to right there, which is the 4. Okay, so this whole center part will remain left open for us to do. Okay, so finish those up for me. So now that I've got that done all the way up, now we're working on the inside of the pattern, and then the outside of that pattern, and then the inside of the pattern, and then the outside of the pattern. So for the inside of the pattern, I'm going to go and tie in my Persians. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off right here on this peg. Let's see here. Let me make sure. We're going to start right here and go straight up, and like you're doing the starburst, okay? And up and down, okay? So that's part of a starburst. Then we're going to start right here on this peg and go up, diagonal, and bring it around, just as we did on the other side. We're going the other direction. Well, I guess if you look at it as though you're doing a starburst going in this direction all the way around. Okay, and then you're going to go up to there. So once you get that part done, what you do, if you don't want to put any bling down the center, which I'm going to, but let me just show you if you're just going to do it. You're going to put it on your hook, double it up, make a cap band, and just put it from here to there. Okay, and that acts as your cap band, and doubling it up makes it a little tighter. So that's what you're going to do. Okay. And then, so what I'm going to do instead, if you choose to bead it, I do believe that I'm going off the wheel here. I took a band and I put a 6/0 seed bead, a spacer bead, and another 6/0 seed bead on it. And this I didn't double up. I'm just going to put it on these two in hopes that it'll be tight enough. I hope. I can't promise anything, but I hope so. Okay, so after that, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next. Okay. All right. Let me check to see what the next step is right here, because I don't see it on her flipogram. So let me just check what we do here. But we're going to be doing this whole section in the center of each one of these. So there should be 6 of them. Be right back. What she's trying to do now. Okay, so after we did this, which was the center, what we're going to do is just whatever color you want to be in between here. If you're doing all the same color, you're just going to continue all the way down. I'm going to switch it up. And right in here, I'm going to do the gray sweets. And then I'm going to switch back for this pattern of the, I'm going to call it an asteroid thing, just because I don't know what to call it. The pattern is going to be the Persian. And then again, right in here in this section will be the gray sweets. So we're going to do the same thing as we did here, okay? Except for we're going to go up one, or no, we're going to go, I'm going to switch over to the gray, and I'm going to go like this. Let me grab some gray. Just like we did. And just follow it around, okay, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go up to the left, over to the left, and then diagonal and straight up and down. Okay, so now at this point we've got to put another double cap band. Okay, so my beaded bands are only going to be in the center of these asteroid looking things, because if you look here, in between here, the one that I just did in the silver, there's this band right here that's part of the outline, and it will not show if you put a bead right there. So all I'm going to do is double it up and then just put it across. Okay, so every other section will be a beaded band, so in between each one of these, if that makes any sense. Now I'm going to switch back over to my Persian. We'll start going up, diagonal, over, diagonal, straight up. Okay, then we're going to go straight up towards the left, over, diagonal, and straight up. Okay, and at this point I'm going to use my beaded band, and instead of doubling it up because it's got a bead on it, I'm just going to put it straight on. Okay, so you're going to be doing that all the way up the loom, alternating or doing all the same, whatever you choose to do. Okay, so we got the starburst looking things down the center, and when you get to here, what you're going to do is you're going to do a diagonal one, because normally we'd have to start here and go up one, then over, then that. So now we're going to do I believe it's a diagonal one, or maybe it's this way, diagonal. Okay, and then this one goes straight up. So that's how we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to go diagonal, hold on. Take this one off because I was checking to see how to do it and forgot to take it off before I got back on the camera. So your diagonals go first and then one going up on each side. Okay, now we're ready to turn the loom around and add our cap bands. Okay, so obviously we're going to need a nice cap band right here in the center, and whatever color your border color is, I do believe. So I shall find me another burgundy bronze LE, double it up, have it go across here, and then we need a cap band on every one of these pegs going across. Okay. So go ahead and put a triple cap band on those, probably in the same color as your border, which is the LE bronze, and then we'll get right into looming. Now we're getting ready to loop this. Okay, we're going to go in through this cap band here, and we're going to grab the top band, which is the one that goes forward, and then go back in and grab the one that goes to the right. On this side, grab the one that goes forward, or whichever one's on top, and the one that goes to the left. Okay, and now what we're going to do is go in on this bar pin, and the one this one that's on top, we're going to loop it downward. So we're going to go in through the cap band, grab it, and loop it down. And make sure what I'm doing, and then I'll make it really quick. Okay, you're going to do like a normal starburst. So loop it down, diagonal to the side, Always grabbing that top band, bringing it back to itself. Okay, and just follow it around. Just like so. You're going to do the same thing in this next one. You're going to go in and we're going to grab it and bring it down and just following it over. And we'll go in through this cap band and grab this top one and bring it up to the left and then over, diagonal and down. And there you have that one. The only reason why this looks different is because I put a bead right there. Okay? And you're going to do the same thing all the way up the loom. Just by going into the cap band, bringing it down and around. Okay? Go up to the same, do the same thing the entire center way. Okay, so now we're ready to loop up these two X areas right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the bottom band, which is this one. Okay, you're going to go in through here and cross it over. And then you're, instead of going here and crossing it over to finish the X off, we're going to go up to here and grab that band and bring it down. Okay, we're going to go from here up and bring this one down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and you're going to do that all the way to the end. You'll do it over here as well. You're going to bring this, this one up, down, up, down, up, and down. So just follow that on both sides all the way down the loom, just like that. This next row, I thought I was recording and I'm not. Okay, but this was the first row we did. This is the second. Remember how we went from here up and then we brought this one down? Well, this one we're going to go up and up. So these are going to be looped upward like our normal X. Left the bottom band over, then the top band over. Okay, so sorry about confusing you. I'll show you right here. This is where I stopped it. Okay, so bottom band is right here. Okay, so we want to go in there and get the bottom band first, then top band, bottom band, top. And you're going to do that the entire way. Well, up the loom, no big deal. Okay, now I'll show you this side. Bottom band is right here. It's going to go in through this left side. If I can get a grip on it, hold on. Okay, bottom band, we're going to go upward, upward, just a normal X. Couldn't get a grip on that one. And that's what you're going to do the entire way down the loom. Just loop the bottom band over first, going upward, and then the top band going upward. Okay, so now this row right here is going to be slightly different in the fact. And what's weird is I think this is one of the stitches that AZMS Mom used in her Fairy Queen bracelet. But anyhow, you you're grabbing this bottom band, and instead of bringing it back to itself like this, you're bringing it straight up. And then you're going into this pin and you're grabbing this one and just bringing it straight down. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to grab this bottom stitch here and bringing it straight up. Okay? And then this one goes down. Just like that. So, okay, this bottom stitch will go forward. This stitch will go down, and that's how you're going to do it the entire way up that loom, that side of the loom. This one, you're going to go in through here and get this bottom band. Instead of bringing it back to itself, you're going to go forward. Then you're going to go into here and bring this down. Yep, I do believe this is from the Fairy Queen bracelet. So you're going to go into here and bring it straight up, and then go in and bring this down. Straight up, down. Okay, so do that on both of these rows all the way to the end. So now we just have this, and we're just doing normal X's, grabbing it from the bottom band over, upward, okay. So the bottom band gets brought over first, and then the top band. Oops, what am I doing? Caught myself wanting to go downward. Okay, so up, up, and up. Okay, do that on both sides, grabbing this bottom band first, bring it over, and then this one. Oops, nope, grab the border, oh my, or the pattern. Okay, let me see if I can pull it back. Put it back. Okay, there we go. One more. Okay, so do your X's all the way down the loom on both sides. So we're done with that. Now I'm looking on her flipogram, and I see that she's got some triple cat bands that we're going to do. And it's going to be, I do believe, right here. Okay, we're going to need a triple cat band right there on that peg. And then above, let's see here. And then we're going to need a triple cat band right here. So what I'm thinking it is, it's probably going to be on all the gray bands. Yeah, I'm thinking that that's what it is. Sorry, I'm just looking through here going, oh. Okay, I do believe what I'm understanding is you're going to need a triple cat band here, a triple cat band here, a triple cat band here, and how I'm understanding it is where my gray ones are, it's the bottom left of where my gray ones are. So this is my gray one, and this would be your bottom left. Okay, and it would be right here. Let me grab another band. Make sure I got enough. Move over to the side. So then it would go here. I'm hoping that I got this correct. And then one would go here. Okay. Now, I'm trying to see where else. Okay. Okay, now where I've had on my pattern the Ellie bronze. Let's see, I'm trying to see how we're to do our Ellie bronze. Sorry, it's not me farting, I'm just trying to get situated on my chair. Okay, so let's see here. I'm trying to figure out what she's got going on here. It really can be confusing, if you see what I mean. It's kind of confusing where she's putting triple cap bands on. So I will, let me try to figure this out before I go any further so I see where it is. Wherever we had this triple cap band, we want to put one right above it. And that's going to be where that band shoots over like that. Need a triple cap band there. Okay. And then I'm going to need a triple cap band here. One here. And so on, going all the way up the loom. So wherever you have like this band in the center here from the border, you need one right there on the left. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying to see. I do believe we're going to need it on both. You may not need it on both sides. Okay, so go ahead and finish out your triple cap bands here. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go in through here and grab this one band that goes forward. Okay, on each side. Then we're going to go in through this cap band and grab the one that goes out. Let me find it. To the left. The one that goes sorry, straight ahead. Wow, straight ahead. 3 times the charm. Go back in the cap band and go to the right twice. Then you're going to go up twice. Okay, so now we got to come back up and get this band here, well, this band. You're going to go straight up, to the left, and up twice. Okay. And then we're going to go back in here and go to the right, go straight up, straight over, straight up twice. Just like that's going to be the pattern. So now that we did that, now we got to go in through here and grab the black pattern that's going out to the left, go straight up twice, go back in this cap band and go to the right twice, okay, and then go up twice. Okay, and at that point now we got to go back to the bronze. So here's where the bronze is. So we're going to go in through here, grab the top band and bring it back to itself, and then just follow it around to the right and up twice, And then we come back down here and go to the right, go upward, to the right. My band fell off. Okay, and then straight up twice. And now we're done with that. And now we got to go in through the cap band and do our black part. Go out towards the left and up twice, go out towards the right and up twice. Then you got to come down here and get the bronze band. Okay, so just do that the entire way up the loom. If you need to rewind, you're more than welcome to. Now we're going to need cap bands on our side pattern. So we're going to need one right here. Okay, and then we're going to, because that's the start of it. Now we're going to need one here. Wherever the pattern begins, see there's where it ends, we need it to go here. So wherever the pattern starts is where we're going to need our cap bands. Same with on this side, we're going to need one here. Excuse me. My dog's wanting to tear down my door. Okay, and then so here's the pattern. It ends here, so it starts up again right here. So wherever it starts up again, it ends here, starts up again here. And we're just going to do that all the way down the loom. Once you've got your cap bands, then you want to go in and just follow the pattern. You're going through the cap band. Oops, grab that top band. Make sure you get the right one and not the border. And then just well, if I can get in between here, go to the right, just follow the pattern, go to the right twice, one up, to the right, one up, to the left, one up, and two to the left. And that's one of the little patterns. Okay, now it starts back up again here, and you're going to do the same exact thing. To the right twice, up once, over once, up once, to the left once, up, and then to the left twice. And then you have another one. So finish that on both sides. And this one you'll do the same thing. You'll go from there over to the left twice. Okay, Thunder, it's okay. My dog's growling or crying. And then we'll go to the left, go up one, go to the right, go up one, and go to the right twice. Okay, so there you have it. So do the pattern all the way up to the end of the loom on both sides. And once you get the pattern done on both sides, now you're going to come in through here and do the border. And you're just going to bring it all the way to the edge, to the last pin bar, and then go straight up. And you're just going to follow it straight up the entire way up the loom until you come to the center. And when you get to the center, just don't put anything at the top when you get to the center up there, as that's where our cap band's going to go. Or actually not our cap band. Just meet me at the top once you get it all looped up the border to the center, okay? We'll take it off. Then I've got it looped up all the way to here. We're just going to go in through here, grab this side, hold it with your finger, go in here and grab this side and put both of them on your hook. And then that's where you put your C-clip. Right here. And at that point, you can look at the side and see whether it's all been looped up, which is kind of hard to with this big 12 pin bars, but it looks like it's all been looped up. So basically what you do is you take these one row at a time, you take them off for at least the first two, and then you can take each individual one going all the way up using your hook, taking them off. Let me grab my hook. So just use your hook and take it off like this. And then go to your next set. And then do each individual one. So I'm going to go off camera, take mine off, and see what it looks like. Just took it off the loom. Look at those colors. I'm in love with this color combo. Pretty awesome. I would say that this is kind of a mashup between the Nest Bracelet, the Fairy Queen. And when I say a mashup, it's kind of like there's some stitches that were used in those designs and whatnot. And also, well, anyhow, pretty cool though. Really, really loving those colors. They just pop so well. Okay, this is, let me see if I can fix, let me see from the behind. There's it from the behind. This is it from this side. This is the signature side. But this is called the Jigsaw. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you decide to give it a try. It is an extremely wide design, as you can see. But I did the full 2 loom lengths, and it's the exact size that I need. But that's a pretty large cuff. I mean, really large, but it's pretty. I love the colors. So, okay, well, until next time, take care now. Bye.